be page 141 in your fat math books. Look at me when you are at the right page. 141. Alright. Okay, so number 1. Right at the top. Here's where we're going to figure out what's going on. Sabrina, are we all following along?
Yeah.
Okay. Sabrina is making triangles with toothpicks. She uses 3 toothpicks for each triangle. She makes 4 triangles. How many toothpicks does Sabrina use? Now first, why do you think that Sabrina needs 3 toothpicks for each triangle? Katerina?
Because triangles have 3 sides.
Triangles have 3 sides. You guys are so smart. Okay, so step 1 right there, it says complete the 4 triangles. So how about you fill in those 3 triangles left. They did the first one for you. Look up at me quietly when you're done. And then we'll go to step 2. Good job. Alright, so today we're going to skip count and we're going to work with multiples of 3s and 6s. Remember last week we did 5s, right? And we've done 2s. And so we're going to skip count by the number of sides for the first part. There's going to be a few different ways we can do this. So the first part says skip count by number of sides. So what do you think is going to go in the first blank? Raise a quiet hand. Liz.
3.
3. And why did you pick 3?
Because there's only 3 sides on a triangle, and when you're counting by 3s, it starts with 3.
That's right. When you skip count, you start with that number you're skip counting by. So everyone agree? 3 goes in the first box? Goes in the second box, Morgan?
6.
Right. What goes in the third box, Briella?
9.
And Nicole, the last
12.
one. 12. Okay, so it says how many triangles are there in all? In all. Maria R.
12.
It's okay, try again. How many triangles are there in all?
Only
4. Good job. Okay, so we have 4 triangles. So what are we going to write on that line? Are we just going to write 4?
No.
What are we going to write,
4
Georgios?
4 triangles.
4 triangles. Good job. We want to label that. And then the next part says how many toothpicks are in each triangle. I know you guys know this one. Patrick?
3.
3. Why'd you say 3?
Because each triangle has 3 sides.
Right, so what are you going to write in there? 3 what?
3 sides.
Well,
3
let's
toothpicks.
3 toothpicks. It says how many toothpicks are in each triangle. So it's kind of like in English or language arts when you're trying to use part of the sentence in it. You kind of got to use part of the sentence in math too. All right, now it says how many toothpicks are there in all. We're going to write the sentence. So we have right there. What does it say in your book? Ready, Kendall, what does it say in your book for the next thing? How many toothpicks are in there in all?
It says 4
4
times blank equals blank.
Okay. So so 4 triangles, right? That's what the 4 stands for. What about the 3? Or what about the next number?
3, because there's 3 sides on the triangle.
3 sides on triangle. Okay, and now we're going to do our multiplication problem. Who can solve that?
4
Jason?
times 3 equals 12.
4 times 3 equals 12. I love how you said that whole sentence. Okay, so we have 4 times 3 equals 12. Okay, so how was that? Was that okay?
Yes.
It wasn't too bad? All right, next part. We're going to try this one. This one's a little trickier. All right. It says find the number of toothpicks needed for 6 triangles. So how many triangles did we do in the last one?
4.
4. So Georgios, let's see. It says draw a quick picture to help you. Any picture you want. Down in the little box at the bottom. Little blue box. Draw a picture to help you. It says find the number of toothpicks needed for 6 triangles. Now draw your pictures and look up at me with a quiet smile. Did anyone draw anything that looks like this? You draw some. So you drew 6 triangles. Why'd you? That's what you did. Who did that? Good job. Everyone did that. Okay. So who can tell me an answer why you drew your picture like that? And then, okay, Morgan, why'd you draw your picture like that?
Because it says 6 triangles.
So we got 6 triangles. How many toothpicks make up each triangle? 3. So let's skip count. Ready? What do we start on? 3. Let's all do it together. Everyone look up here. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. How many toothpicks do we need to make 6 triangles? 18 toothpicks. You even had the label. Great job. Okay, that is the end of that page. Let's turn the page over. Once you write at the bottom, I want you to write how you got that answer, which we just went over. Okay, then when you're done, turn the page. Ooh, we got lots of dots on this page. Why are you erasing that? You're okay. Did you finish writing your answer? Oh, it's not like an array. We're just drawing pictures. You can draw 6 triangles. You don't have to do them 2 rows of 3. You can do 6 triangles anywhere. You could spread them all out. Good job. You guys writing yours. You're writing yours. You got it. Good job, guys. Okay, everyone's there? Alright. So now we're going to learn like a few different ways that could help different kids, because we all learn differently, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's going to show us 3 ways to do it, okay? So the first way, we're going to use 5s like we did last time, and then we're also going to add an addition. So besides just using the 5s, skip counting, we're going to use addition as well. Okay, so everyone look at number 1. Who can read that problem for me at the top of your page? Angel.
Jessica is using craft sticks to make 6 octagons. How many craft sticks will she use in all?
Okay, we know what craft sticks are. Just those like popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many sides does an octagon have? Katerina? 8. You know how I remember that?
Because oct is like octopus.
Yes, exactly.
Octopus has 8 feet, so the octagon has 8 sides.
Oh, Georgia, that's awesome. That's exactly what I thought of when I was going over this. Okay, so, first way, we're going to use 5 facts in addition, okay? So it says to multiply a factor by 6, multiply the factor by 5 first. Okay, and then you add in the factor. So, our first example at the top of the page says, what? Who's going to read it to me? Somebody. So, Nicole.
To multiply a factor by 6, multiply the factor by 5, and then add the factor.
Okay, so our first problem says 6 times 7. Now, this first way wants us to use 5s. So we're going to multiply, we're going to use our 5 skip counting. Okay, so 6 times 7. If you're going to replace that 6, what does it say we're replacing it to? Kendall?
7.
Well, we have 6 times 7. And then it says we want to replace the factor of 6 with a 5. Okay, so what's our new sentence gonna look like? Maria R.
6 times 5.
Try. Who can help her? It's okay. You got it. You're on the right track. Who can help her? Liz?
It would be 6 times 6 equals 5 times 6.
It's 6 times. Did yours say the same thing as mine? 6 times 7, and then we're replacing the 6 because we're not going to skip count by 6s. We're going to use skip count by 5s. Okay, so now who can? Maybe I didn't explain that clear enough. Do you get it now? Okay, what?
5 times 7.
5 times 7. We're replacing this 6 because instead of counting by 6s, we're going to skip count by 5. So we got 5 because we know how to multiply by 5s, right? Okay, so 5 times 7 it becomes now. Okay, so now we have 6 times 7 equals 5 times 7. Then what do we have to do? Does anybody know? We didn't do it yet. Jason.
Do 5 times 7.
And then what?
And then add 7.
Yes! Do we agree? 5 times 7, we have 5 times 7. What does that equal?
35.
35. Go Morgan. And then what are we doing? Jason said to add
7.
Who can give me this answer? Austin.
Um, 30, 40, 42?
Yes, good job. And how did you get that?
Because I just did, instead of using 35 plus 7, I did 37 plus 5.
Oh, that's a way to do it. Who did it differently? Maddie?
I subtracted 2 from the 7 and then added the 2.
That's what I did too. That's the way I did it. I did 35 plus 5 was 40 plus 2 is 42. So that just shows that Austin has different thinking than us. Isn't that cool? Okay, now we're going to learn, let's see, the next way. So it's the same thing. You guys are going to run this one, okay? 6 times 6. Who can tell me the next part? Jason?
5 times 6.
5 times 6. And then Maria R. So the next one's going to look like, what is the first part? 6 times 6 is what we start with, but we're learning a different way. 6 times 6. Then he said we're going to do 5 times 6. Then what? Nicole?
Plus 6.
Plus 6. So what does this equal? 5 times 6 equals